showing your support. Welcome to ALL readings. In today's reading, it will be a collective reading, a general one. And so with that being said, since it is not a personal one-on-one reading, I definitely recommend that you call your own spirit guides to be part of this reading so that way you can discern what is meant for you and what you should leave on the table. Because honey, it ain't all for you sometimes, but sometimes it is. So ask your spirit guides to help you discern that. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and start with our energy. So I did go ahead and clear all the decks, of course, but here I do ask you come into the cards here for our Virgos and show us exactly what energy they are embodying right now for our Virgos. Friendship. Oh, I love it. So it says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Friendship. So I'm excited to see kind of what this reads about. Now, I ask that Spirit comes into these cards here for our angel number. What is the synchronicity that our Virgos have been experiencing either in the past, the present, or the future? What are their spirit guides trying to tell them with this angel number? 1616, willpower. So it says, things may feel out of sync and not within your control. The whisper of the divine is asking that you remember that you are being supported and that your will is your superpower. Determination is key right now. So your affirmation is, I call on my strength and willpower to take the lead. I accept and listen to the support of the divine within me. And again, that's 1616 willpower. So if you have been seeing 1616 quite frequently, whether in the past or coming up soon, please leave a comment. Would love to hear more about how it really resonates with you and really where you saw it at and how you felt when you've seen it as well. It'd be great to know it on top of everything else. So with that, we'll go ahead and break into the spread. Keep in mind that we will be doing a horseshoe spread, which really helps me understand your past, present, future, hopes, dreams, fears, all that good stuff, so that I can give you a really accurate reading here. So Spirit, I ask that you come into these cards for our Virgo and show us the lessons that they've learned, they will be learning, and what's in store for them in every stage of their life. For our Virgos. For their past, their present, their future, who they are right now, their environment, their fears, hopes, and dreams, and their future. A couple additional cards to understand this as well. Get one more. Okay, cool. Awesome. So let's go ahead and take a look here at your cards. So starting with your past Virgo, I did get the 10 of Wands. What the 10 of Wands is really showing me here is that in your past, you kind of took on so many responsibilities. It was like you had your own responsibilities and you're like, hey, who else wants me to take the responsibilities? I just take it all. And then you realized that it was way too much for you to handle. It was way too much because you were getting boggled down with your own needs and your own responsibilities that you had. And you're also trying to help other people. So you're really taking away from your cup that was already empty. And really what that gave you was just kind of a lot of resentment towards certain people and certain things, and really gave you just this feeling of being exhausted, being taken advantage of, being worn out and worn low. You're really kind of over it. You're just like, I just want to make it to finish. I just want to finish this so I don't have to do this anymore. But you got to remember that not everything's meant for you. You need to let things go and let people have what they deserve. That's for them. Don't always feel as though you need to take all of the weight, all of the, all the responsibilities for yourself, because you'll feel as though you are overwhelmed. And at the end of the day, you can only thank yourself for that because you said yes. So don't be afraid to say no. And also don't be afraid to ask for your spirit guides to help you to really takes off some of this burden, really help you realize what is meant for you to take responsibility for and really what isn't. And so I definitely see that's what was happening in the past. You just really felt overwhelmed with not only your situation, but the situations of others too. Maybe people were just kind of venting to you a lot, so you took on that weight and you're trying to help other people, but you're still trying to work on yourself. And so I definitely see that was kind of going on in your past. Now, I believe because that happened in your past, it really gave you kind of a different perspective of other people and even of yourself. And when I say that is because in your present tense, I did get the Hermit for your situation, as well as the 3 of Pentacles. And so we'll start here with the Hermit. And what the Hermit is definitely showing me here is that in the present moment, you're kind of taking some time away. You're pulling back from different responsibilities. You're pulling back from different situations, different friendships, different, relationships all together. And you're like, okay, I need to reassess because this was too much. Like, this was too much for me to handle. Like, how did I even get there? Where were the cycles that I was continue to repeat? Why am I doing that? Why? Like, you pulled back so that you can really isolate yourself and understand why. And I know you're in isolation right now, and please don't see it as a bad thing or a negative thing. Isolation is really good because it really helps you go within to calm your mind, to figure out the source of the issue, and so that way you can overcome it and really, really heal from that particular situation. And so I definitely see that's you right now, where you're like, okay, how did I get over there? How did this happen? What can I do differently? And I think with you going within yourself and trying to find a different route, a different solution, because with the 10 of Wands as well, it's showing me that you were going down a certain obstacle or a certain path that had so many obstacles. And there's like another path, literally, like if you would just turn a little bit, you're like, oh, that's a way easier path and it's way quicker. And so I think you're kind of realizing this inside your moment of kind of solitude, where you're like, okay, there's the easier path. There's something else I can be doing differently. There's a different way I can be doing something, a different way to get money, a different way of something that's going to bring me fulfillment still. And so you know that you have all the willpower within you, but I think with that situation, you did kind of feel a little bit defeated and a little bit exhausted. Well, extremely exhausted, because that's a lot of 6 to carry. I'm just saying, that's a lot. But with the Hermit, I definitely see that you're currently in isolation mode, and it's going to really serve you in a very positive light to give you really a new perspective on a certain situation. And now, as I mentioned earlier, I got the 3 of Pentacles as well. And what this 3 of Pentacles is showing me is you right now. So the Hermit is really your situation. And then this is you as the 3 of Pentacles. So I definitely see that you're learning something new. And I think, again, that came from your Hermit mode. But you're learning something new. You kind of feel like a student. You're doing maybe a new project, maybe a new job altogether, a new career path. It could be something that you're starting new, you're trying to master. I definitely see that it will bring you financial gains that you're hoping for. But of course, you're mastering it. So you feel like you're kind of new at it. You're like, okay, am I doing well? Am I not doing well? But you're doing great. And you're going to see that. You may be getting a promotion coming soon or some type of bonus, but it will be unexpected. Whatever recognition that'll be coming from this new project that you're doing, it's going to feel really great, and you're going to feel like, okay, I'm going to keep on going. You're going to see that it's going to bring financial outcome. Yeah, it will come very soon, maybe not, but it is going to come to you nonetheless. And you're definitely going to start getting recognition, because now, as being kind of new at something, it makes you very vulnerable. You see how she's like kind of naked here, so she's very vulnerable, but she's like, I got this. You can see in her face, like, I'm not tripping. Like, yeah, okay, this is new, babe. I don't know all the tricks and the works and all that stuff, but nonetheless, I'm doing my thing. And so I definitely see that this is you, Virgo, as well, in your present tense. Now, talking next in regards to your future, your near future, anywhere from now to about 5 months, I did get the 9 of Cups. So what's really exciting here is that you're gonna have all of your wishes fulfilled. Everything that you're working so hard on, everything that you're hoping for, I definitely see like a windfall coming to you, where you're like, okay, I'm getting all my wish fulfillments today. Oh, this is going great. Oh, I got this. Oh, I got this. Because you're gonna be sitting there like, okay, I did this. Like, I got this done. I put my hard work, my effort, I worked my ass off, and I got to everything that I was really wanting. And now you're kind of sitting pretty like, yeah, I'm doing my thing. I'm doing it, and I feel good. So I definitely see that you're gonna find that you have, it took a lot of willpower, it took a lot of, isolation, it took a lot of reflecting within yourself. But I definitely see that in the near future, you're gonna feel like you did this. Like, you a master, baby, you did it. Like, I'm proud of you too. Okay, I'm proud. So next here, we'll talk about your environment. So this could be the environment that you're in right now or coming up in that near future. But I did get the 2 of Cups, and it really made me think about your energy of friendship right now. And I definitely see with this 2 of Cups that you're in this environment where you're realizing that you have people around you that can help you be successful, that can help you get to where you're trying to get to, just like you can help them. I definitely feel as though you're forming new friendships, or maybe reconnecting with some friendships as well that are mutually beneficial, where you're not feeling like you're taking all the gust of it, you're taking all the weight of everyone else. You're like, no, like, I give them something and they give me something, and it's a mutual respect for each other, it's a mutual benefit. for the Two of Cups is not necessarily, you know, love involved, but it's just that respect and on a spiritual union type of, you know, we understand each other. So I definitely feel as though you are opening up to new friendships, you are opening up to just growing friendships, and it's going to be very beneficial to you as you're in that moment right now. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is in regards to your hopes, fears, and dreams. So I did get the Chariot. And so I feel as though there's a little bit of fear of just kind of like pressing forward. You're like, okay, am I really ready for this next step? Am I really ready to, you know, move forward inside this new project I'm on? There's some kind of a little bit of doubt. But I feel like with this Chariot card, it's also showing me that you also feel like, okay, I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to go for it. You're like, okay, I'm ready for this. I can do this. And I have the willpower. I have the courage. I have the insight. And I can make this happen. So I definitely feel as though there's like this hope of everything turning out well and you just going for it. But there's also kind of this fear of like, okay, like what if it doesn't turn out well? Like what if? But with your hopes, they're kind of overpowering your fear, where you're like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna go for it, and I know I can triumph if I just put in the work. You're gonna triumph. So definitely can see that as your hopes and fears and such. Now, talking next in regards to your long-term future, this is anywhere from about 5 months until 14 months. I did get the Hangman. And with the Hangman, I did pull 3 additional cards just to really understand what this one was all about. And so I did get the 4 of Swords, the Moon, as well as the 3 of Cups. So to talk first about the Hangman. So I do see inside the long-term future, there's gonna come a time where you just need to be still. It's gonna feel as though things are just going kind of crazy. Things are just going kind of out of whack, and you're like, what's happening? Like things are kind of crumbling a bit here and there, and you're just like, look, I don't know what's going on, but I need to pull back. I need to pull back from everything, and I just need to be still for a bit. I need to be still so I can find a solution to whatever is next step in my life right at this moment. And I say that because you did get the 4 of Swords. And so the 4 of Swords shows me with this Hangman is that you're going to be feeling overwhelmed. You're going to be feeling very exhausted from something. You're going to be feeling like you need a solution. There's some type of problem that's going to come up, and you have to remember to just be still, take some time to decompress, and you're going to find the answer that you're looking for with a mixture of both of these. Being able to go into nature and just be like, okay, I'm taking a day for myself. I'm going to go for a hike. I'm going to go to the beach. I'm going to go do something that doesn't involve me trying to find a solution to my problems right now. Okay, you're like, I'm just going to put this on the wayside. I'm going to go and have fun for a bit, and I'm going to just be still. And I know that the answer is going to come to me because the answer is always within you at the end of the day. And then with that as well, getting that Moon card, it really showed me with these other 2 that it's going to be something that is going to help you learn a lesson about your shadow side. With this Hangman, you're going to be breaking a certain cycle that's a deep, deep, deep shadow of yours, where you're like, okay, how did I get here? What's really the root cause? I think a lot of times we're like, okay, this was the issue, but it goes deeper than that a lot of times. I think with this Hangman, you're going to see that you have to go way deep. You're going to have to break some type of cycle or break some type of pattern that you have, because you need to stop being so exhausted, right? Because you were exhausted back in the past as well when you're carrying all these responsibilities, and now you're exhausted again. So what is the cycle that keeps getting you into this part of feeling overwhelmed, feeling exhausted, feeling resentment, feeling all these different negative emotions? So there's something going on in your deep past and deep-rooted limited belief that's keeping you in the same cycle. And so with the Hangman, you're gonna really open that up and really heal that aspect of you, which will eventually really give you the answer that you need to solve the overall problem that you began with. And so with that, getting the 3 of Cups to end, I definitely see that it's going to be a very joyous celebration. Like, you're going to figure it out. You're going to be like, oh, I figured this out. Like, we're good. Like, I figured it out. I'm healing. I'm doing my thing. You know, you're going to be feeling very, very great. And it's going to be really a time of celebration where you're going to be celebrating, you know, yeah, they have like 3 people here, but it could just be you celebrating yourself, where you're like, we did this. Like, I healed another aspect of my life that I needed to really heal. And I took away a limiting belief. And you're going to be really, really excited. There's going to be a time of celebration because of the time that you took to really be still, decompress, and then work on yourself. It's going to always bring celebration. So that's what I have for you, Virgo. Before I let you go, I'm going to go ahead and have you ask the decision maker a question. Of course, with the decision maker, it just serves as an affirmation for you because you do hold all the answers within yourself. So if you do decide to go to the opposite of whatever this says, it doesn't mean that your life is just going to blow up completely. It absolutely does not mean that. It just means that your life will go in a different direction. So with that being said, I'll go ahead and give you about 5 more seconds to ask the question. The question can be yes, no, always, maybe, or never. So keep that in mind as well. So with that being said, ask Spirit to come into our decision maker and help Virgo understand exactly the decision and affirmation they need. So that's a maybe, Virgo. It's a maybe yes, maybe no. Maybe you're already in the middle. You're like, I'm not sure where to go. And what that can really show you is that either route is going to be a positive route because it's the best decision that you knew was right for yourself. So I definitely got maybe for you all. I hope that with this reading, it really resonated with you. And if you did enjoy it, I ask that you go ahead and like, subscribe, and ring the bell button. So that way you can be notified whenever a new video is posted. But with that, Virgo, just know that you are loved, you are honored, and you are appreciated here with Divine. Divine readings. But with that being said, I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Virgo.